What is the latest? Do we know what time the official proceedings are set to begin?
Well, a very good morning to you once again, Alicia, live from the FNB Stadium here in Johannesburg. As you can see the visuals on your screen, members of the ANC Women's League who have also come here today to hear the President Jacob Zuma speak, as well as the chairperson of the ANC in Gauteng, what they will say here today to try and sway those 6.2 million registered voters to go out and vote for the ANC come the 3rd of August municipal elections. We're still expecting the stadium to fill up quite a lot at the moment. We're expecting many other buses to come through to the stadium. We understand that many of them are still stuck not too far from here in areas near Nazareth, where many of the buses and those who are coming to the stadium are expected to park their cars and then make their way here to the FNB Stadium. But a lot of expectation, I must say, from many who want to hear President Jacob Zuma as well as Paul Mashatile speak on an array of issues, including the delivery of houses and other basic services. Let's chat to Umama now, who's from Eldorado Park, which is not too far away from here, on what her expectations are here this morning. Mama, thank you very much for your time. I understand that you're from Eldorado Park. What are you hoping the President and the chairperson will address here this morning?
What I'm hoping for them to address is that the drugs is the main issue, and then unemployment. And we people, especially in Eldorado Park, mustn't sit back. There's lots of skills in Eldorado Park. People must make use of the skills that the government is offering. There's lots of projects. We must make use of all those things, please. Thank you.
What are some of the other challenges in your area that you'd like to see, government or the ANC to address? We know of the issue in Eldorado Park. President Jacob Zuma has on several occasions visited your area to try and deal with the scourge of drugs in your area. But other issues that you often hear residents, you're one of the leaders in your community.
Yes. The other issues is that even though communities don't stand together to report the issue of drugs, people are scared. And the police is also not working together with the community. You find that you report a case of someone selling drugs or a drug runner, and then the police will come back and tell that person that so-and-so phone, and people are scared of their lives, get scared of their life at the end of the day. But I feel people should stand together. We must unite and fight this drug, because drugs is the worst. It's a curse. It's a curse, and everybody is fighting it, but we don't seem to be winning at the end of the day. Because you stop this one, the next one starts. That's how it goes with the drugs, yeah.
That's certainly why many of the sentiments that are being shared here this morning is that, in particular, because most political parties would want to secure that vote of young people. So many of the communities are saying that whichever political party, I guess, which goes and canvasses in these areas would need to give some kind of assurances that they will deal with the issues regarding the scourge of drugs, your nyaupe, and other drugs that are found in these communities. Let's speak to Umama now as well, who will tell us what her expectations are here this morning. Mama, wena uze apha namhlanje uzova upresident ekhuluma nofuthi uchairperson we-ANC eGauteng. Wena ufuna uva ntoni kwaba bantu abababini ukuthi bazo-addressa eziphi issues ezi-close kuwe?
Oh, mina bengithanda ukuthi abantwana bethu bathole izindlu, ngoba siqinene lamajarida abasinika wona mancane, nezindlu azibalingani noma sithi siyakha ngaphakathi. Esibili, ngifuna ukuthi bathole umsebenzi basebenze. Okwesithathu, ngicela ukuthi inyawupe bantu sesiphelile, abantwana bethu bonke bayagula yile nyawupe le. Bengicela ukuthi nje upresident angazama ukuthi ayiqede le nyawupe, noma ngabathatha labantwana ayabafunela indawo ukuthi abakhuthaze ize iphume emzimbeni wabo.
Mama, wena ungwase Deep Kloof apha eSoweto. Zeziphi ezinye izinto enifuna ubona mhlambi zilungise zi-improve kwezi communities zenu?
Izinto esifuna ukuthi zi-improve, bayazama imigwaqo, bayayifaka amaskunteri. Okunye kakhulu esikufunayo, sifuna ukuba laba abanganazo izindawo zabo zokuhlala bonke bazithola.
All right, Nkosi kakhulu, Mama. The sentiments, they're clear again in another community which is not too far from the Eldorado Park area, just here in Diepkloof, in Soweto. Many of the elderly women saying the issue of drugs is one of the pertinent issues that political parties, whether it's the ANC or whichever other political party, needs to address in these communities. But a hive of activity, as you can see here behind me. Well, the program has got underway. Many of the performances in this area. We've seen some of the likes of Chomi. You would know she's one of the very popular artists here in South Africa, who's often performing at these events, really entertaining the crowds here this morning. But we certainly hope to hear from a lot more of the ANC supporters, members and volunteers who've come here today to hear the president speak, as well as the chairperson of the ANC. But in particular, because we're headed towards an all-crucial local government election, the municipal elections, specifically relating to service delivery, services that are directly affecting people, how the ANC plans in Gauteng to bolster those services, whether it's the provision of water, sanitation, electricity and housing. And housing happened to be one of the pertinent issues that was really raised during the various campaigns that we saw the ANC get involved in the run-up to the launch of this election manifesto. Many are saying they're still waiting for the delivery of houses in their areas, and in particular the issue of title deeds. Title deeds, many say they've been waiting for many years for, and they're hoping that the government in Gauteng would be able to address some of those issues, together with an array of other issues which they're hoping that the leadership of the ANC in Gauteng will certainly be able to address here. And in the next 5 years as well, what plans do they have if these ANC hopefuls go out and continue to vote for the ANC come the 3rd of August? So Alicia will certainly bring you a lot more here from the FNB Stadium, but we're still waiting for it to really fill up. The stadium isn't really half as full at this point, but in speaking to the provincial authorities or the leadership of the ANC in the province, they say they're still waiting for many more buses. You'd know, of course, there are about 1,800 to over 2,000 buses which are expected to ferry the ANC supporters, members and volunteers to the stadium here. They're hoping to do that, of course, before President Jacob Zuma arrives and gives his address. If that's going to happen, that certainly remains to be seen. But many here saying they're wanting President Jacob Zuma and the chairperson of the ANC in Gauteng to give tangible solutions to service delivery in the province and how they plan to carry all of that out. Alicia, back to you in studio.
All right, Criselda, very quickly before I let you go, you've just touched on a very serious issue there. We'd like to know, at what time is the president expected to address the masses?
Well, we expect the proceedings to officially get underway, the speeches and the addresses at about 11 o'clock this morning. We haven't really received the official program. We've really been running around trying to find the program, but that certainly doesn't seem to be available. But, we're expecting the president to speak perhaps shortly before 12 o'clock or even 1 o'clock. That certainly isn't confirmed at this stage, but the program expected itself to get underway at about 11 o'clock. When the president will speak, we're still waiting for official confirmation regarding that particular aspect.
Thank you for that update. Our reporter on the scene, Criselda Lewis, and she's live to us from the FNB Stadium at the ANC's Gauteng manifesto launch.